Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be watching some stuff that 15 items that MrBeast owns that cost more than your life. If you guys do enjoy today's video, please do let us know down below. Anyways, let's jump straight into today's video. Before we jump into the video, credit to this guy, and I will link his channel down below. But let's jump into the video.
Expensive items MrBeast owns that cost more than your entire life. And first up is $7.5 million private jet.
Okay, so first of all, jumping straight into two of them. Two of them are completely different, kind of, but they're not all identical.
Collection.
I'm not too sure anyways.
You won't believe this, but in 2022,
also,
Jimmy actually purchased three absolutely identical private jets, and each of them cost MrBeast exactly $2.5 million.
God damn!
But the crazy part is that two of those private jets he bought, he actually sacrificed for his YouTube channel, because one of them Jimmy
Why did you drop that from that high?
Literally crashed in a video, and the other one he gave away to YouTubers. The winner of 2.5 million jet turned out to be a YouTuber,
Rotoshop. It's I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It's from Sidemen.
Immediately sold the jet from MrBeast and kept the money to himself. The third 2.5 million jet Jimmy actually owns till this day. He uses it to make international flights to different countries such as India, Japan, and even Antarctica. But those jets worth pennies.
Not too sure if that's true.
Compared to a $50 million neighborhood MrBeast bought in his hometown. This might sound like a joke, but Jimmy actually bought a couple of whole damn streets with over hundreds of houses. And the reason behind that is,
first of all, where the fuck is this information coming from? And second of all, that's mad prices.
Actually wild. Jimmy lives in a small town, Greenville, in North Carolina, and he even built a giant headquarters right here. And since a lot of his employees were not able to live nearby MrBeast's office, Jimmy simply decided to buy half of the city just to give the houses to all of his employees for free. According to sources, the entire neighborhood is worth over $50 million, and it
What?
Makes it one of the most expensive things MrBeast has ever owned. But the next one is literally set the world record, because it turned out to be MrBeast's $1.4 million YouTube play buttons collection. It's not a secret that Jimmy owns a bunch of crazy play buttons from YouTube.
Custom made from a random person, I think. Actually, no, is this one? I'm not too sure.
YouTube, such as custom made 50 million subscribers button that
one's from obviously another YouTuber.
Given by a YouTuber, or even his official 100 and 200 million subscriber play button.
Oh, that's like, oh my god.
Okay. What is this?
What?
Oh my god.
But little did you know that Jimmy owns over 90 different play buttons for all of his international channels. Just look at this wall. Buttons for all of his international channels. Just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. There's too much play buttons on there, but back to watching.
Look at this wall. The thing is that Jimmy has over 40 unique channels on different languages around the world, such as Portuguese, French, Arabic, Hindi, and even Japanese. And since most of his channels have millions of followers, Jimmy got a silver, gold, and even a diamond play buttons for every single one of them. The total collection has over 50 silver play buttons, over 20 gold buttons, and over 10 of the diamond ones. Needless to say, the collection is crazy expensive, and the estimate cost of this entire wall is over 1.4 million bucks.
Okay, so I know MrBeast makes like videos like Last to Leave or stuff like that. I wish he just made it a different on MrBeast 2. A video of him showing his whole studio. Who's the Boss showed it, but it's so outdated now. I just want to see an update.
But if you think that was expensive, here's probably one of the most expensive buildings in America, and it's owned by MrBeast. This is a $70 million studio where Jimmy films all of his videos. This thing is bigger than a real airport's, and according to Jimmy, Hollywood is literally jealous of how big and modern this studio is. MrBeast once said that he spent several years to build it, and he films 90% of his videos inside of it. It contains hundreds of rooms for thousands of MrBeast employees. It also has some big outside land, where MrBeast filmed his Olympic Games video and even a 100-day stays in a circle one. And as Jimmy said, even if he retires from YouTube, he can easily sell this studio to Disney or any other movie making company, and they will be happy to buy it. Okay, but the number 5 is
obviously, mate. If you can make videos in there, you can obviously make money off it.
Literally mind-blowing because people found out that MrBeast owns over 80 expensive cars. This car collection is going to go down in history because it's literally worth tens of millions of dollars. Over the past few years, Jimmy destroyed a couple of different Lamborghinis and gave away more
It's just me, the Lamborghinis recently are always red.
than 10 of them. One Lambo he gave away to people who put their hands on the car, and the other one he simply gave to a guy who basically wanted to get to his job by an Uber ride. One of the Lambos MrBeast even bought while pretending to be a homeless person. But Lamborghini is not even a favorite MrBeast car brand, because right now Jimmy drives a $150,000 Tesla. He also doesn't drive by himself and pays money to a guy just to drive him around the city. Every single friend of MrBeast also
Imagine being that rich, someone drives for you.
Drives a Tesla, including Chris, Carl, and Chandler. There is also more than 50 other less expensive cars Jimmy has in his garage, but the total price for the collection of 10 Lambos, over 5 Teslas, and about 60 other cars has to be worth at least $5 million. Well, but the next one might actually leave you speechless, because turns out that MrBeast doesn't have his own house. He actually lives in a small studio.
Oh, yeah. He lives in a small studio at the top of his, at the very corner of his place.
Studio inside of his office, and even though this thing is tiny, yet it is crazy expensive. The entire studio is just about 200 square feet, but cost over $700,000.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
Jimmy even has a Bluetooth lock here, so he doesn't even have to use a real key to get inside of the apartment.
Were you struggling to get inside that room? All you gotta do is just that. It picks up the Bluetooth on my phone and it recognizes it's me, so I can unlock the door.
The entire studio has only one room, and the crazy part about this place is actually a heated toilet seat. According to Jimmy, this will simply change your life. But the best part about this studio is that
it will. Buy one.
Literally located inside of the office. So Jimmy doesn't have to waste time driving to the job because he basically lives on.
But what you guys don't know, MrBeast has got 2 offices. He's got the main one where he builds all of his sets, and he's got another one where all of his employees go, it's mostly giveaway stuff, props, all of that lives in the second building, which costs around 2 million, I think.
Job. That's a pretty smart move by MrBeast, but not actually as smart as the next multi-million-dollar purchase. Well, things are getting crazier, and apparently in 2023, MrBeast bought 20 real tanks. We already have.
Personally, I have seen this, but do I think he's bought them? Absolutely not. I think he just goes to the closest military, calls them up. Yo, can I get a tank? Can I get a couple tanks? And
I have seen some of them in his recent videos, and these tanks turn out to be the M4 Sheeran tanks. Jimmy's obsession with those tanks started way before than you think, because even in 2018, MrBeast was celebrating the 4th of July by Ubering strangers in a tank. And according to the official military websites, to buy 20 of those M4 Sheeran tanks, you'll need exactly $5 million, or basically 250 grand per every single tank. That's some wild way to spend money. But the next stupidly expensive thing also appeared in one of Jimmy's recent videos, and that's a real grocery store. I'm
pretty sure after this video was shooting, the whole thing went to a food bank. Obviously, the food in the video went to a food bank, but I think the actual supermarket either went to a food bank or it's open today. I'm not too sure though.
Wanted to keep it in secret, but people noticed that this grocery store turned out to be a Safeway supermarket, and apparently this was one of the most expensive things MrBeast has ever bought for a video, because not only Jimmy had to buy the land, and the building and the groceries inside, but he basically had to pay money to Safeway just to buy one of their real grocery stores. Some guy on Reddit said it cost at least $3 million, but
that's not the most expensive he's made spent on a video.
The price is probably way higher. The person inside of that grocery store spent exactly 45 days inside.
I bet that I would have stayed in there for 100 days, got $1 million, and split it. Half in real estate. Actually, no, probably not half. Probably 75% real estate, and they've given away / videos.
Side.
I don't know.
alone and sold the groceries for a whopping $450,000. And according to MrBeast, he donated all of the groceries to charity. Jimmy is an absolute legend. Okay, but the next one is for real gamers out here, because Jimmy spent over $1 million on building a dream gaming setup for him and his friends, and I'm not even joking. Not only it has a giant $400,000 server room where the giant computer collects all the data, but the gaming room itself is just a paradise for a gamer. Every single gaming setup contains the most expensive pieces on Earth, and of course all of the computers in the room are cloned exactly 4 times for every single MrBeast friend to be able to play together. Not only the guys play video games there, but they also used to film MrBeast gaming videos here. But if you think spending over $1 million on a gaming
I'm pretty sure they've discontinued MrBeast gaming. Could be wrong, but I think they have.
room is crazy, let me tell you about a thing that cost Mr. Bleach $20 billion and you
Mr. Bleach.
won't believe what it actually is. Recently, Jimmy revealed that his entire YouTube empire containing 6 of his channels is actually cost $20 billion, and I'm not even kidding.
Probably like 10 billion, 20 billion.
At least.
Jimmy said it is a fair price to sell the most subscribed channel in the world with over 200 million views on every single video, because that's basically double the Super Bowl. Needless to say that Jimmy makes millions of dollars off each of the brand deals he puts in his videos, and his channel makes him tens of millions of dollars per month. He also spent a whole 12 years to grow this channel starting from 2012, and he basically treats his channel like his own child. But being worth 20 billion might actually make
No, the channel treats him like the child.
you go crazy. And that's exactly what MrBeast did in his next purchase, because apparently MrBeast owns one of the most expensive and weirdest world records. In 2023, Jimmy and his team built a $200,000 Minecraft village in real life with a giant creeper in the middle of it, which turned out to be the largest Minecraft building in real life to ever exist. This entire village contains 6 houses, a Minecraft hay bales made out of real hay, and every house is actually full of furniture inside of it. It was done so accurate that one block in real life was exactly 2.5 feet tall.
God damn!
Apparently this village was
That's when you know
built
you got
just
a lot
for
of money.
fun, but after half a year of it existing in a MrBeast's studio backyard, he simply decided to destroy it for a video by putting a wild amount of dynamite inside of the creeper. And somehow a lot of people think this explosion was made using the CGI. So
Okay, about that, basically they blow it up, which is real. All they're doing in editing is just add a bit more effects to it, and that's basically what they do. They don't, nothing on MrBeast is fake.
let me know in the comments if this was real or fake. But Minecraft in real life wasn't the only expensive world record by MrBeast, because his $300 million burger company also owns a Guinness World Record. When Jimmy was opening his first ever restaurant, over 10,000 people showed up to eat
To eat a burger.
buns. This caused a big problem for MrBeast, because Jimmy was not expecting that many people to show up. And after his fans took photos with Jimmy, they went to his restaurant and set a world record of the biggest amount of burgers sold in one day. The Beast Burger Company
God damn, how much money did they make off that?
is also way more expensive than you think, because it made over $150
What?
million in sales over the past 365 days, meaning MrBeast Burger brings
My opinion, I think it's mad how MrBeast has got this massive company.
Jimmy $1 million every 60 hours. That's some mind-blowing numbers. But to film some of his videos, MrBeast needs some expensive cameras. And I'm not talking about some multi-million-dollar long cameras that TV channels use in soccer or NBA. I'm talking about YouTube cameras. And just because of one video that cost MrBeast millions to film, Jimmy had to experience a huge camera problem. In the video age's 1 to 100 fight for $500,000, every single
person here had a camera. So 100 cameras plus obviously more around the whole studio for shots like this, and obviously, so I reckon he has over 1k in cameras. I mean, like 500 GoPros.
contestant had their very own glass cube. And to film everyone from different angles, Jimmy and his cameraman Tariq had to buy over 300 different cameras. Jimmy also said later that this video turned out to be 40,000 man-hours worth of footage, and the total price for 300 cameras is at least $1.8 million, but probably way more. Okay, but the next one cost billions, and it's MrBeast's chocolate company Feastables.
Now, I have actually tried Feastables. I haven't tried the new bar. One thing that puts away from my normal chocolate Cadbury's, it's one, rare to find. I can't just go to my local shop and buy it. The second of all thing, £2 for me, and what stops, and it's really small as well. So I did need to try this new bar, see if it's worth it. But if you guys tried it, let me know.
thing is extremely expensive. The whole company made Jimmy over $700 million in just 1 year of 2023, and it's basically $2 million a day. Jimmy built a $500,000 Willy Wonka factory just to promote his chocolate brand, and even sent a chocolate bar to space. This gotta be one of the most expensive, worth even more over the years. And now we on officially the most expensive item owned by MrBeast that's worth $44 billion, and this might just blow your freaking mind, because turns out that MrBeast owns a company named Twitter, also known as X, and I'm not joking at all. When a billionaire Elon Musk bought Twitter in 2022, MrBeast asked him if he can have Twitter after Elon Musk dies. Surprisingly, Elon said yes, and Jimmy even pinned that tweet
God damn.
on his profile, and you can easily find it even today. So technically, Jimmy owns an entire Twitter company, which is again worth a whopping $44 billion.
But if you guys did enjoy today's video, please do let me know down below. It is mad to think what MrBeast owns. Anyways, if you guys do want to see more Mr. Bacon Boy reacts videos, we are doing 1 video or 2 per day. Anyways, it's been your boy, Mr. Bacon Boy, watching over the screen right now, and I'll see you guys over there. Goodbye.
Gotta find my way to you, even though you're never